I saw the Austin Holloman video of him interviewing a young lady. After he posted the video, and all these women were coming after him. I'm sure y'all heard about it. And basically on the video, all he was really showing the world is that when you travel, the women, they don't play these little Jedi mind games. If they like you, they like you. You don't gotta jump through hoops and try to guess what they saying, right? But this is my problem with it. Brazil, y'all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Let me tell you why. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with what he did and what he said. We all know there's men coming from across the entire globe to go to places like Brazil, to go to places like Rio, to go to places like Salvador for the carnival, right? And what be happening at the carnivals? Women be getting bent over in the street. Don't be sitting here acting like y'all got a bunch of virgins in Brazil, because you don't. And you know what's crazy? I remember there was this guy. I said, man, you know what? I would never travel hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, just to come up out my wallet and pay some chick just to smash. I could do that where I'm at right now. And I also was complaining. I was like, man, you know what? A lot of the women I noticed down in South America, a lot of them wear a lot of provocative clothes, bro. A lot of them be walking around with their body parts hanging out all over the place. A lot of them be walking around just starting it up, wearing makeup at 17 years old, 18 years old. That's not normal, bro. It might be normal where they at, but that's not normal in general for an 18-year-old to be wearing makeup. But you know where they do it? They do it in Brazil. Face be looking like a star crunch. All that acne, fucking your skin up, all that makeup. You know what, man? I'm about to air out all the dirty laundry, because nobody want to keep it a bean. And I ain't never talked about no passport bros and all that, but I'm gonna say something about it now. First of all, if you ever look at a lot of them women down there, bro, they got nice bodies and all that, but they suffering from a lot of the problems we got up here. Let's talk about feminism. Not only is feminism running rampant and a lot of women becoming a little stuck up and putting their nose down on people, we got them agendas, them rainbow flag agendas running rampant down there. We got the single moms running rampant down there. It's a lot of single moms down there. And you know what that all stems to? Hookup culture. Hookup culture down there in South America, Central America, is crazy. And if you ever talk to any of these guys about going overseas to find a wife in somewhere in Central America, South America, go to DR or something like that, Brazil, you know what they're gonna tell you? Oh, don't fall in love. You know why? Because they're gonna tell you a lot of these girls down there are for the streets, getting ran through. For the streets. A lot of the women down there in South America getting bagged and had, bruh. And I am not about to spend my hard-earned money someplace where I'm looking for a wife to come across a bunch of chicks who don't mind smashing a different dude every day just because she like him. And this guy was telling me, well, that's their culture. I'm not about to tell her what she should and shouldn't wear. So who gives a fuck if it's their culture or not? Who cares? Because last I checked, we got things in our culture that need to be fixed. That's causing a lot of detrimental issue in our society, in the black community here in America. And hookup culture is one of them. Why you think we got all these single parents all over the place? And they drink a lot of alcohol down there, bruh. What society is that a good thing? Drinking alcohol, walking around with your cleavage all out, your body all out, having sex with a bunch of random people, not starting no family, not having no foundation. It's bad for everybody. And these guys will tell you, see, the passport bros won't tell you this. They won't tell you this. Before you go to a country like the DR or Colombia or Brazil, they gonna tell you, hey, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. You're gonna wake up and all your stuff gonna be missing. You're gonna wake up and find out that you got hit with some scopolamine. We see all this on social media. We see all this on our phones. We see all of it on YouTube. We see there's hundreds of videos of these guys talking about traveling all the way to places like Brazil, DR, Sosua. I ain't never been to Sosua. I've never been there. I've never needed to go because I know it's there already. Because it's there for everybody to see. And the problem is the governments in these countries won't fix it. You know why? Because you bring in all your resources over there. And guess what? These people could barely afford to stay at certain places. It's easy for us, but it's harder for them. And that's because of the currency difference. Our money typically is worth a lot more in most countries. And that's what a lot of these guys will tell you, how much you can get for a cheaper price. So basically it boiled down to this. A lot of them guys are traveling to get the same thing at a discount. Basically, think about it as you have a car. A lot of people get cars and they got factory rims, then they want to upgrade. Imagine getting a rim that look better, that's more durable, but it costs less money. You're probably gonna do it. And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. I spent a lot of money and I've been in these groups trying to find women who I feel like, you know what, these are marriage wife material women. And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be hard pressed if you looking somewhere like Brazil. You're gonna be hard pressed if you looking somewhere like South America. And I'm not saying you can't, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the hookup culture, the pay to play culture is running rampant down there. And what they won't tell you is in order for you to find out if your girl loyal or not, a lot of these guys, what they'll do is they'll set a chick up with one of their homeboys just to see if the chick loyal. You shouldn't apologize, bro. All you doing is exposing what a lot of these people don't want us to see, especially the women in Brazil. And y'all idolizing these people and y'all want to talk about how they queens and all of this. Ain't nothing special about getting pumped and dumped and ran through and thrown to the side, bro. Nothing special about that. And y'all want to sit here and act like there's no issue, but it's ingrained in their culture, and look where it's got them. The same place it got us. Nothing but a bunch of single moms all over the place, and these chicks getting bent over in the streets. And you can't tell me that don't happen in Brazil, because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. You can go do your own research. Go look. There are videos of these men, and he's talking about how the Brazilian men, they got a lot of black women out there or that are dating each other and got kids. Then there was this one guy from Think Smart Financial. What I didn't like is he told Austin, he said, you at somebody's house, leave your shoes at the door, something like that, right?
And you have to understand, it's their fucking house. So if they tell you to take your shoes off when you come in, you take your shoes off.
And what I'm thinking to myself, you basically telling him not to speak on anything he's encountering, whether it's good or bad, and to just basically get your slice of cake and move along. And I'm so sick and tired of these guys sitting here acting like this whole pay to play culture ain't something, bro. Man, them guys moving down there to find affordable targets. That's what it is. Now, I've seen videos with guys actually finding wives and stuff, which is great. Find your wife. It is way harder to find a wife than it is a pro. And that's because y'all done saturated so much and you don't understand you the prize, bruh. Who gives a fuck what them females think? And plus on top of that, Austin, if you ever see this video, dog, go to Africa. You get them in every shade. You talk about how they body look good. There's no women on this planet that got better bodies than the one in Africa, bro. And on top of that, it's not enough African American men that even go to Africa in the first place. You ain't got no competition. Just build on what you got. And on top of that, there are first world areas in Africa. They got places nicer in Africa. Go to South Africa. That's better than Brazil. You got options, dog. And that's what you need to get on, man. You got options, bro. Bro, that video really irritated my soul, bro. Also, don't tell nobody what's going on. All these dudes trying to do is hide the truth, man. These little tourist areas, bro, they oversaturated. Why should I have to go into a small town that nobody's ever heard of, learn a completely different language, just to meet a woman who ain't been ran through? It seemed like that's what you gotta do. And that's what a lot of these guys gonna tell you. If you want to meet a really good woman, and you know she got good morals and all that, you gotta go to fucking Narnia, in a mystical area, in a mystical forest, in this mystical village. And you have to learn their language. And guess what? You better hurry up and do it, because if you don't, somebody else across the street gonna do it and he gonna buy you for 3 cows. You was doing them girls a favor by going over there, dog. You were sitting here bringing resources to their country. If they got a fucking problem with it, go somewhere else, bro. There's no reason for you to apologize. Do not apologize, bro. All you did was show how easy it is for you to hook up with girls without the problems. If I wanted to travel thousands of miles just to buy a couple outfits, just to smash a chick, I could do that over here. But it's time somebody started exposing the fact that most of these dudes that travel be tricking. A lot of places that these guys go to, they trying to put these women on pedestals. They women just like any other place, bro. Cause I don't know no woman that want a broke man. I've never in my life met a female that wanted a broke man, dog. You gotta catch a chick at 18 years old just to hope that she not ran through. You gotta catch a chick at 19, 20 years old. And these are the conversations these guys don't have publicly. They just want to sit here and pretend like the women in these other countries are so much better. Now, I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they not. But one thing I am saying is feminism these agendas, this masculine behavior, this hookup culture. A lot of these women are adopting the same ideologies, whether they want to admit it or not.